Hey everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be the continuation of this challenge that I fear will take over for the rest of the year, where I am trying to get my things together. Life has been kicking my butt, okay, for the last couple of years, and I am attempting to get a lot of things just back on the road. And I started last month. Nothing went as planned. Well, most things did not go as planned. To be fair, life decided that I needed another cat, so that kind of just ruined everything, but not in a bad way. But reading-wise, I want to finish series and read more nonfiction. That's kind of the plan for this specific challenge officially for the reading vlog portion. Last month, like I said, I did finish one series, and I started this one. And I'm saying started because look at the size of this thing. I haven't had a chance to continue more, but where's the paper? Goldberger by Brandon Sanderson. This is the third book in the Stormlight Archive series, the fifth one, which is going to be a 10-book series, but it's divided in two. So the fifth one will be coming out at the end of the year. So I really wanted to continue / hopefully finish the series one day. I wasn't really reading a lot of fantasy, and I feel like this challenge is definitely going to force me to, because most of the series that I am in the middle of are fantasy series. Realistically, will I read the rest? I think I have like 1,100 pages left. In this one vlog, probably not. At the end of the day, it's not the only point of the vlog or the challenge. I just want to do it. Just do it. And like I said, I also wanted to read more nonfiction, and I have been saying for way too long that I wanted to read this. It was recommended to me by someone in real life, and it's a nonfiction about like the wild woman, basically a bunch of myth and stories that we don't hear about. And to be fair, I finally finished the introduction, and I don't know why it took me so long. It was a struggle, and I've been like in the middle of that portion for like years. So I finally got to chapter 1. So I'm gonna get finally the stories. From what I've heard people say that this is like life-changing. I don't know how I will personally feel about it, but I'll find out this week, finally. So that's officially the challenge, reading-wise. And the portion that I really wanted to get my things together, I do want to cut my hair because it's just, listen, you can't tell, okay? You can't tell, but like, it's not even pretty anymore. I never wanted it to be this long. It's very inconvenient. I can't turn around in bed without like pulling my own hair. It's just been not laziness, but life. Like I've been dealing with a lot of health issues, blah, 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 boring stuff. And I've just been neglecting to cut it for like 2 years. So I want to cut like probably like this much. Just, it doesn't even need to be that pretty. I just want to do like one big cut, and hopefully this month is going to be the month, and you're going to see me. We'll just do like a FaceTime session. Like I'll bring you in the bathroom, cut my hair. I couldn't do that last month because there was a cat in there with fleas. So I had also mentioned last month that one of my one of the holes in my ear. Oh my gosh. One of the holes in my ear closed off. I didn't even know it was going to be possible. I've had earrings in there for years and years and years, and it closed off, and I got like those guns, and then a bunch of people told me not to do it myself. So I don't know what I'm gonna have to do with that. I might just try to like really push hard with an earring. I know. We'll see. We'll see. Worst case scenario, I'll have to like book an appointment somewhere to get that done, which that sounds more scary to me than doing it myself. I don't know why. So yeah, there's a few things like that that I really wanted to do, and I will be mixing up some fun in there, showing you the new kitty. Things are going okay. He has a lot of energy though. I forgot how 6-month-old kittens were. A lot. He is driving everyone absolutely crazy, but he's adorable, so I feel like it's okay. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks. Like, we're going to give him a bit of time to calm down and get comfortable in the house. Although he does seem pretty comfortable to me, like pretty comfortable. Speaking of fun, I wanted to give a special thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring this video. They are a free to download video game where you're trying to solve a murder mystery, specifically the one of her sister and her husband. You don't know what happened, but throughout the game, you're trying to piece things together, getting more information, and most importantly, the family secrets. It's set in the 1920s, so you get all the glamorous setting, the cute backgrounds and music to go with it. It's essentially a hidden object mystery game, so you get a list of objects to find on the screen, and it becomes more and more challenging over time with more and more objects to find. You can decide to be as competitive as you want, since there is a time limit, and you can try to do it as fast as possible, or you can take it pretty easy and chill. Either way, this is the least stressful way to solve a murder mystery, and frankly, the only way I would want to solve a murder mystery. You also get to decorate the island. Personally, I'm not very good at this part, so I'll include some possible looks you can try to achieve, because mine is not very cute. Personally, I'm nearing the end of chapter 2. If you're interested in checking out the game, I will put the link in the description box. You can download it there. Personally, this wasn't my first time actually trying it, and I fell in love with it all over again. Now, speaking of fun, I'm going to go and show you the kitten a little bit, and then we're going to get to work, and I will be I feel like this is scary, but I know I'm going to enjoy this, so it's not the end of the world. But I think in order to read more nonfiction, I'm going to use a trick that I used to use, and it is to like just read a couple pages a day. Honestly, I did finish one last week, so like it's not that I'm reading none, but see, chapter 2 is at page 38, and chapter 1 starts at 23, so it's 15 pages. So I don't know if it's going to be the same for every chapter, but I feel like if I read a chapter or again a couple pages every day, this will just fly by, and hopefully I will fall in love with it, so it's not going to be a problem. And then I'll do the same thing with this one. Usually I try to aim for like 100 pages a day, but I think it's because it's a hardcover. Okay, they're just you know, murder mystery. Yeah, with this, you can definitely use this as a weapon. So this is the plan. And then next time I take a shower, I will bring you with me, and we're gonna just. This is the beast, little Chip. He's very friendly, but not cuddly. Like, he doesn't sleep on me or anything. Oh my gosh. But like, he's freaking adorable. The other cats are very jealous as soon as I give him attention, but he's a biter, so she will learn not to do that very quickly. But he's very, very friendly. You bite for real too. It hurts when you do. But look at him. He's so cute. You play too rough, but you're so cute. So yeah, he's a really good baby. Eventually he'll probably get cuddly, but right now he's little gremlin. Look at him. He actually bites for real. Yeah, okay. You're forgiven. Of course you are. You're so cute. And I like that you don't have any fleas anymore. Although, I don't know if you're going to see, he has little black dots on his paws. So it looks like he still does, and it's freaking me out every time. Everyone was treated though, so it's okay. I know, Claudia, you're still the favorite, don't worry. Okay, so time for an update on how the reading is going. Not super good. I have been extremely busy, so I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and talk about the book, but I wanted to right now because I got to a point that I think would be an interesting discussion, because I know I have been vocal about my dislike of misogyny in a lot of fantasy books, and I wanted to show you how easy it is not to be. Also, ignore that. Chunky has been in like a biting phase. It's been very annoying. It's relentless at the moment, and he did shoot through the fairy lights, and I found a different set, and I felt too lazy to actually proudly install it. So right now it's just like that, so I can have some lights for reading. So like I said, ignore this. So page 121 in my book, it's not a spoiler, but it's just a discussion about the way female characters are described, and this is a patriarchal world. I want to make that clear. Like, women are not completely useless. Actually, they're the only ones that can read or write. So there's that, but it's still a patriarchal world. The main character is a military man, just for context. EU battle feels like a woman knew. I feel like it could have easily went into a really sexist way, right? And he says, knew her mother's recipes. He might not be able to give you measurements, but you could taste when something was off. Not sexist. And the fact that that's even a discussion here, and then I'm like shocked that it's not sexist, is appalling. But you know what I mean? Like, how easy was that? How easy was that to not be a douche canoe, right? So while Sanderson has his weaknesses, I really appreciate that he doesn't go into straight misogyny. So yay. The bar is low. On a different topic, because I didn't read a ton of the physical book, I did listen to my audiobook and finished it. So One Perfect Couple. I had mentioned, was my TBR, my wrap up, whatever, my last one. And I was mentioning how I thought I was going to put this down because frankly, I just can't get into most audiobooks I've been reading lately. I don't know what's up with me, but it was not working out. And this one really early on, it's really annoying because of the main character's boyfriend is so annoying. He's meant to be, I knew that, but like the voice the narrator was doing was extremely annoying, and it was just like the last drop kind of situation. But I gave myself a few days and I tried it again, and I managed to finish it because again, I was super busy and it was the only audiobook I had. So I pushed through and it was okay. I do think that people that like Love Island and things like that would enjoy this one, because main character, she is giving a little bit like not like other girls vibes, by the way. She is the reflection annoying? Time I'm editing and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have known, but like it's hard to tell sometimes. Anyway, so the main character is a scientist and she's dating this man for the last like 2-3 years who is trying to make it as an actor. He's not
the vibes we're getting is that he's not great at it. Anyway, the relationship seems just okay, and they end up getting this opportunity, or he ends up wanting to go to on this show, this reality TV show, and they're not told exactly what's going to happen there until they are there, but they know that they need to be a couple. So he convinces her to go, and her career is not actually going well, so she decides, you know what, sure, let's make him happy, let's go. And when they get there, there's this huge storms that starts, and obviously everything goes to shit. So the premise is a bit intense. I didn't feel like it was as like thriller-y as I expected. It felt very much drama, which I feel like preparing your expectation when you go into these kind of books changes everything. So I was a little bit disappointed by that. I did overall enjoy the way it was written. It was interesting once we moved on from the beginning, and I liked the ending, but overall I thought it was just okay. So I feel like Ruth Ware in general for me tends to be okay. I have like one more book by her, The Lion Game, I think, on my shelf. Let me know if that one is worth it. But I did giggle at the fact that at one point they need a book to burn and it's her own book. Shout out that she gives herself. It was the woman Kitten, if you're curious. But yeah, appreciating the hustle. So yeah, it was okay, but I did finish it, so not really part of this challenge, but I did finish an audiobook and I was struggling, so we'll take it. And I did read the first chapter of the nonfiction book I was mentioning, and I was going to DNF the book, but then the last like 2 pages of the chapter finally started making sense. I feel like it felt too spiritual for me, like too vague, and like I was really struggling as to what was life-changing in the book from the reviews I had heard. But again, the last 2-3 pages, I feel like were easy for me to comprehend, I guess. So I do want to give it more of a shot. I just haven't had a ton of time again to read it. So yeah, there's that. The cats are going well though. They're getting along. I will have included some clips before the update, but they're going well. It's going well. After like 1 week of him sleeping in the bathroom, I just let them be because things were going fine and things are okay. I would say like 90% of the time. The problem is him. He's a baby, right? So he has a ton of energy. So in the morning, everyone is running after everyone is playing, everything is fine. I play with them. Once the adults are tired, he isn't tired. So I have to exhaust him because he will go and like play fight with the other ones. And he's a biter. And my cats don't bite. I never had any bites or scratches on me until now because the baby. And he's still having to learn. So they are hissing at him because he's playing too rough, I guess. So yeah, I'm hoping he's going to learn fast because they're not going to tolerate him for very long if he keeps going. So yeah, otherwise it's doing fine. Like he'll sleep next to them, but they haven't cuddled yet, and I'm surprised that Charlie hasn't even licked him once. Charlie will lick everything. Like, do not leave a toe outside your blanket. He will lick it. So yeah, I'm hoping that that's going to change. Like once one of them cleans him, I will know he has been accepted, you know? So I'm hoping that's going to happen before he gets an appointment at the vet. I'm still waiting for him to call me back. I'm hoping you will accept him because, but yeah, I'm hoping it's going to happen before he goes to vet because I'm afraid that he's going to come back and they're going to hiss at him. You know how cats can do that when they're separated and they go to vet? So that's my current worry, but otherwise things are going well. They've accepted him mostly, and hopefully he learns to calm down soon. I'm gonna go back to reading because I do want to make some proper progress, and tomorrow night when I wash my hair, I will be cutting it. I feel like I should probably choose like one thing to do every week instead of like listing all the things I want to do. One thing at a time, and I feel the hair would be the biggest change for me. I need it. It's too long. Just a girl in her bathroom with scissors. I feel like I'm having a late night FaceTime call with a friend, and you're about to watch me make a mistake. But you're there for emotional support, so it's fine. Everything is going to be just fine. I'm realizing this is going to be more complicated than I thought. I tried to put something light so you could actually see my hair, but like the angle is not great. The lighting is definitely not great. We're going to make it work. And I have to remove my glasses. I'm not going to see. Listen, at this point, right? To be fair, I don't think we should have really high expectations in general from it, since I just want to remove some light. It's been heat wave after heat wave. I'm sweating all the time. I just want to remove some of it.
I was going to make like do face framing pieces, but like again, heat wave, my hair has been up and I'm afraid that if I cut even a piece too short, I'll ruin my face and it's gonna drive me crazy. So we'll see, we'll readjust, but I need to remove, jeez, you can't even tell how, like look at this. This isn't even pretty anymore. Like it's been like I need this gone. And it doesn't even look, it's long, but it doesn't look like that much because it is so thin. I used to lose a ton of hair and I feel like I'm still kind of losing some, but it's getting better. So I'm gonna have to be on this side because the mirror is here. Look at me. Did I do it properly first try? Just shocking, if true. At the end of the day, it's so long anyway that if I make a mistake, it's easy to still fix. You won't even be able to tell. I can ask someone to fix the back or something. So does it look in the middle of my face? There's just something extra gross about wet hair that isn't attached to your head. I feel like it just okay that I'm about to do this. But look how thin it is at the base. Like that's it. I used to have such thick, luscious hair. It's actually been looking a bit better. I've gotten a few compliments, which thank you. This is the reason. This is the Eva NYC Satin Dream Smoothing Leave-In Cream. Can I lower you a little? This is like professional setup. Aha! That's what I should have done from the beginning. You're currently in my like cabinet, mirror cabinet thing. How many times am I going to start over? For a second felt really short, but it's still so long. I didn't get all the front pieces, so we're just gonna. All I can hear is cats on the side trying to. All I can hear is cats trying to come in. No, you can't come in. Oh my god. Okay, like I'm fully aware that this is still considered very long, but like those are still really long pieces, you know? So like I'm proud of myself and it already feels lighter. Let me go back. See? Like it's gonna be funny if I forget like a piece in the back. I was afraid it was going to be really hard to get it the same length both sides. We're good, we're good. I feel like I got really serious all of a sudden. Like I'm meaning business here. I think my main complaint is going to be that it's too like straight for my personal taste, but like if that's my biggest complaint, we're fine. You know what? I said I wasn't going to do framing pieces. I think I'm going to do some, but I feel like I'm getting cutting happy here, and that's probably not good. But listen, I'm going to cut it. I might as well do some. Again, can be short because heat wave. And anybody else, I feel like the last couple of years I've kicked my ass so much. I'm like, yeah, it's just hair. How is that bangs anyway? Like, it's not. It hasn't been in 2 years. That side was much harder. Still looking a bit longer, isn't it? It's hard to tell. I think it went okay, she said before it's even dry. I definitely feel better already. Like the weight. I know it's not that much, but it is. There's definitely a lot on the floor going clean. So you can actually tell now where it ends. Okay, I'm happy. I don't care what it looks like. It feels lighter. And when the e-waves are done, I'm going to do more in the front. It feels nice actually. That's like a normal length, you know? At first it felt short, but now, I mean, I know when it dries it's going to be even shorter, but I'm actually going to be able to curl it. I haven't curled my hair in like, what, a year or two because it was too long. Good morning. The hair is cut. You can't really tell on. I have to do this so you can kind of see. Um, yeah, I mean, for me, there's a difference. I'm able to actually curl it. I haven't done that in like months. I'm a little rusty and it's still very humid, so I need to actually put something for my hair to not be frizzy, but volume is back. Who would have thought it was still there? It feels short, but like not in like, oh, I went too short, because clearly not, but it feels nice. So I think that's a good first step. I will most likely, like I said, eventually once fall-ish time, do more, but I think that was a really good first step. One thing happened on my list, finally. So, time to update you for the book, because technically that is a book channel, but I mean, vlogs are vlogs, right? You can see progress was made. I am at chapter 36, page 371. So we've accelerated. I had barely read anything last update, so I'm actually happy about that part. At least that's going on. Claudia is screaming outside the door. He has been really needy. So things are going really well. I added a few posts. Anything I can actually talk about, because I'm trying to obviously not spoil this. This is the third book in a big series, but I'm really enjoying. There's a character that is a lot more complex that we kind of knew, but like we really get to see it in here, like flashbacks when they were younger. So that's been really nice, having to deal with the consequences of all the political intrigue that was already going on in the first two books and like the war going on. And I had received comments saying that you really loved Pattern, when the side-ish character, and I finally got to the portion where I get to see that, and yeah, I like them too. It's hard not to. It's a little bit like, actually, a lot of Brandon Sanderson have these kind of sidekick characters like that, and I like it every time. Like, I'm thinking Elantris has it, even Skyward. So yeah, I approve. The whole scene, like, no mating. I put a post-it because I was giggling, like, that works out, yes. If you don't know, Sanderson never has, like, spicy scenes, like, ever, and I appreciate it. I feel like there are a lot of authors that I don't really want them to, especially fantasy, like, write spicy scenes. Like, unless that's actually the kind of books you write, fine. But, like, I'm thinking, was it the first Love trilogy? Apparently it was on purpose, but, like, some of the scenes were just so awfully written. Let me grab her. She is yelling. She wants her moment on the screen. This is Claudia. She's very unhappy with me because she's on a diet. She has been getting a little round, which and yeah, she's thinking, Mom, isn't it time for second breakfast? It is not. It is not. So she's gonna destroy the room. That's fine. At least she's quiet. So going back to the book. So yes, I appreciate the non-sexy scenes. And again, oh yeah, I was saying First Love trilogy, they were cringy, apparently on purpose, but I think it's the second book. I remember just cringing like crazy every time I was like reading any of those scenes. So there's that. And yeah, that's where we're at. I'm enjoying the characters. I do think it's very slow, but I felt kind of similarly with the other ones. Like, not in a bad way. There's just so much world building, so many characters, and I know it's going to pay off, so I don't really mind. It's not something I can binge read. I mean, I'm sure some people have binge read this series. I could not, and I will not. Clearly, it's taking me forever, and for the rest of the month, I will continue it. Because again, I can't read 1,200 pages of this super fast. Slow pace, because there's just so much world building, and I can't wait to get to the end, but so far I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I did start another audiobook, which The Ministry of Time. And I saw it going around. I thought it looked interesting, and then I started getting comments saying it wasn't good. So I started the audiobook, and I'm 42% into it, and I'm not enjoying it anymore. It started good. I feel like, okay, certain tropes, they sound better in theory than actually reading them in my experience. And I feel like time travel is one of them. I think the only one I'm currently thinking that I enjoyed was Timeline, which is like Hollywood kind of movie. I mean, it was made into a movie, but like it reads a bit like a movie. some sciencey portions, but like the ending was definitely Hollywood. It wasn't trying to be more than that, it felt like, so I enjoyed it for what it was. But this one, I'm not liking it. So this woman works in future for this company that brings to the current time people that were meant to die in moments. So they're kind of experimenting with time travel with that. And she's taking care of this man, and yeah, nothing happens. Like, I've been listening to 4.5 hours, and I feel like I'm going to DNF it, and that's not great. I haven't been enjoying any audiobook. Nothing. So I think one of the videos I'm going to film is going to be my library TBR. I'm just going to let you know everything that's on my TBR. That way you can tell me what I should remove and what I should pick, because I think I'm just feeling the need to go to mystery thrillers now because it's fall. It's not even fall. Okay, is it me, or I feel like this year everyone is doing it like earlier and earlier? Like, it's August and I've been seeing fall videos for like 2 weeks and I just don't know what to do. I was planning on doing fall decor like at the end of the month and I thought it was early. Apparently I'm late. So anyway, the reading is going okay. I mean, this one's going okay. The audiobook, I listened to a lot of it, but I'm not enjoying it. And I cut my hair. I mean, see, just there, I feel really successful. That was the one thing I wasn't sure I was going to find time for, which felt like an excuse of like, you just don't want to do it. But I did it. I did it. I do think that it's looking too straight for my taste. Like, it's definitely looking too straight. But I just wasn't, when I was trying to do this, it wasn't working out properly. I think it's the scissors. I have 2 pairs and I couldn't find the one that was pointy. So I feel like I didn't want to mess it up more than necessary. But again, when you curl your hair, you can get away with pretty much anything. So look at this. I have volume. So, yeah, there's that. I will keep doing this. What else am I forgetting? Yes. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so you might remember a couple weeks ago. If not, you missed it. I started redecorating, right? We're just gonna ignore the mess. Oh, by the way, this is Chunky's new obsession. Can you tell? He's been biting everything. Anyway, I've been redecorating, right? And I was looking for a painting to go next to this one that I really like. And I wasn't sure which one to pick between two of them that were like really similar. And I finally received them, and I knew I was going to send back one. I just couldn't decide. And like, even these ones, I returned so many because I hated them when they turned out. The colors were not the same. Like, it was just not. Anyway, I got them. To be honest, I've already made my decision, but like, we're friends. So that's what I do, right? I'm showing you the options, pretending that I want your opinion, but I've already. No, I still would like your feedback, but there's a chance I will already have sent back the one I'm not keeping. So these were the ones. First off, they're bigger than I thought they would be. Why am I like this? Every time I buy something online, I see the measurements. I can measure it. But when I get it in person, it's not the same. I didn't perceive it that way. So this is the light one. We had the light room and the green room, which side is it going? Okay, the green room. I didn't unwrap them because I wanted to be nice for the company. They're going to resell it. So when I showed you online, I said that I thought this one, the vibe was nicer. Like, it's definitely like the windows open, like the breeze, like it's so nice. But in person, I feel like the green one just works better with the green wall. I thought it was going to be too green, but I like it. Let me show you. Hopefully, I'm trying to like get an angle you don't get too much reflection, but do you know what I mean? I feel like this one stands out too much. Some of you are probably going to disagree anyway. Last time it was very divided, but I think I like the green better. Now I'm hesitating all over again. I'm back to, I think this is the one. So I think it looks nice. I like it. It's definitely dark, but like, that was the vibe for this room. I was supposed to go for like dark academia-ish vibes. So I'm going to return the other one, and it will be one more thing done for this room. I do think I need some like small ones to go in between those two bigger ones. Because again, it's bigger than I thought it would be, but like, whatever. And I am looking for some kind of material to go behind, like around the Pride and Prejudice quote. Again, if you've seen the last video, it makes sense. So I'm looking for like some kind of material, something this is what I'm referring to. This is the quote, and this is the frame that I'm going to use. But I'm probably going to cut it so it's going to be more centered and like the same amount of space in between in some type of, I was just looking for something to fill this. I'm still looking, but yeah, make it more interesting and, you know, cover the sides. So that's where we're at for the decor. So things are progressing. I think I'm going to install it whenever I do the fall decorating thing. So yeah, things are going well. We're back on track. I'm reading, I'm enjoying it, and I have 2 more days to read. So we'll try to make some progress. I would have loved to make it halfway through, but again, it's been one heck of a week. Oh, the baby does have a vet appointment. They finally called me back, so they will be receiving their first vaccines at the end of the month. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that and how much it's going to be for the surgery, because I'm pretty sure he's 6 months old, but I'm going to wait for the confirmation. So that would mean that he could get surgery as soon as he's done with the vaccine. So yeah, everyone's still alive. So good morning, quick update. I am done for the week. I made it to chapter 43, so page 441. I haven't fed the cats yet. They're very upset about it, but I wanted to update you before I forget. So I made some progress. Did not go as far as I wanted to, but again, I'm happy that I've made some progress in everything. Decided on one painting, cut the hair, which is definitely the highlight of the week. I did read over 300 pages, almost 350. So like, go me, considering how it started. We're happy about it. Kitten is living his best life at the moment. I'm not sure the other cats agree with it because he's crazy in the morning. And I overall had a good week, which I feel like is the most important thing. I'm excited also with some of the videos that are coming up soon for you. I'm going to be doing my reorganizing my bookcases part 2. So I think I need to continue the series. Next month, I'm going to do a part 3. By then, I will hopefully be done with this one. I'm planning on reading other books for the rest of the month, but in between, I'll be reading this because I can't binge read this, but maybe I can. We'll see what happens. Again, learning to just not stress about everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll put more on the screen, and if again you're interested in checking out June's journey, I'll link everything in the description box, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.